Hello, Lives on the Road subscribers and followers. And I think people are starting to get off their summer vacation because I haven't heard a complaint about that in ages. And all of a sudden, in the last few days, I've heard everybody complain about it. Back to complaining about me screaming on there. Yeah. But anyway, I have more complaints about stopping it than I did having it. My subscription rate dropped through the floor when I stopped yelling it. So I'm back to yelling it, and I'm keeping it. So, hello, Louise. Hello, Jason. Hello, what up? Got 9 viewers. So anyway, what's going on? Let's see. Well, we're still at the National State Park, Missouri State Park, Merrimack State Park, and we'll be here till Friday. And it looks like that we have acquired or obtained or gotten the use of a driveway for Friday, and it was pretty cheap. But we're going to do it for $150 for 6 weeks. Hello, John. So for 6 weeks, we're going to be driveway docking or mooch docking electric for $150. I thought that was a really good deal. That's what, $5 a day or something. I thought that was pretty reasonable, $3 or $4 a day. I always start about 5 minutes early when I'm if I'm not late. Oh, by the way, I forgot my microphone today, so I apologize. But I think I have the buzzing thing taken care of. Hello, Betty's Class C. Were you here last week, Betty? Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy's in the house. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So we're going to do some mooch docking for the next 6 weeks, which is a big, big relief. I didn't want to have to run propane. I just didn't want to have to run it. I was wanting to run the ceramic heater, the electric heater. So they're going to provide electric, $150, sit in their driveway. Probably get some water out of the deal. If not, water just up the street, really easy to get. Last night it got down to 32 degrees, and we were very comfortable. Ah, you're from Missouri. That's great, Betty. Well, so am I. So anyway, that's what our plans are for the next 6 weeks, is to kind of do some driveway docking, mooch docking, whatever you want to call it, and get our family member taken care of. So we got 12 viewers, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet, so that's great. Hello, Martha Darrow. Glad I finally got to catch you. Well, that's great, Martha. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining the live feed. That's awesome. If you got any questions, please ask. Hi, Linda. Let's see. You say, hi, just saw your emergency fund. I agree. I can stay near some people so it won't be so expensive. Yeah. We just couldn't make it work out there. I mean, I think, in my opinion, it's just going to get too cold. I did the math. It was going to cost $60 to run the propane. That's a month. It was going to cost another $40 to run the generator. Plus the time it takes to run the generator is about 5 hours a day. That's time that we can't give to our family member. So we got the mooch dock for $150 for 6 weeks. So it comes out a little bit more expensive, but there's also water and internet is just it's everything. So much better deal. I just didn't know how we were going to survive the winter on propane. I just felt like it was going to be too expensive. We'd had to shut it off every time we leave. With the space heater, I felt like we were going to be able to leave it on, keep the pipes from freezing, and just the stress of the family emergency is just too high to have to deal with doing primitive camping. So what does mooch docking mean? Mooch docking means driveway docking. We're going to stay at somebody's house, in someone's driveway. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be behind their garage. It's going to be real secluded. Done working. It was cold last night. It was 32 degrees. Right now it's 65, so it's not too terribly bad right now, but it's going to get back down to freezing again tonight. So it's just cold. But the ceramic heater's keeping up. We were very comfortable last night, no complaints. And that's without doing any type of insulation. Now, of course, we closed out the bunk in that we weren't using, so made it for less space to have to heat. Yeah, this is just a better deal all the way around, I think. Well, you're right. Okay, Morris, I'll give you that. Thank you, done working. And the other thing is, the nearest free campsite that we could find. Now I know that the freecampsite.net says there's one closest. There's not. The closest one was 30 miles away. Now, with the family emergency, that meant that I would have to drive to 30 miles to drop Carolyn off, 30 miles to go back, wait all day, drive 30 miles to pick Carolyn up, and then 30 miles back. So that's 90 miles a day that I was going to drive if we went to the free campsite. This one, this guy's house, it's only about 5 miles away, so much better deal. Yeah, break out the long johns. I agree. Hi, and how is both of you? We're great, David. How are you? Cindy says hello from Colorado. Hello from Colorado. I think, yeah, I was going to say Jimmy. I think Jimmy's from Colorado, too. Um, 19 viewers. Kind of slow today, isn't it? So what else is going on? Any questions today? I see Kathleen says, hello. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? Friends and family. Cindy says, Grand Junction. Taikoi says, hi from Texas. Hello, Taikoi. Colorado Springs is Jimmy. Hello from North Carolina. Hello, Easy Blue. Easy Bluesy. Well, I hope things picked up today. I'm telling you, YouTube and Facebook for me has been extremely slow for the last 2 months. Just really slow. I get on Facebook, there's nothing going on. Just this to tell you how long it's been. I haven't heard anybody yell at me about saying, hello, Little House on the Road, subscribers for 2 months. But they're starting to come back out of the woodwork. They're starting to really, give me some attention. So I feel like things are going to start picking back up here soon, just based on the negative comments. So that's all good. Taikoi says, remember, your life is too valuable to live like everyone else. That's a very good, true statement. David Darrow says, Martha and I have been following you from Oklahoma. Wow, great. That sounds wonderful. I lived in Oklahoma for about 3 months, if you call that living, I guess. I did some plumbing work there. Bill says, hello from Alabama. Hello, Bill. Hello, Audrey. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I agree with you. We are safe. Thank you very much for the prayers. 21 viewers. Boy, we're growing slowly, aren't we? What else is going on? We have been just running ourselves to death. Back and forth to the hospital. Going to different services, programs, trying to get her back on her feet. Let's see. Cindy says, yes, I'm from Boulder. Martha, we live in our camper first winter, so maybe we may use electric. Well, now, I'm not advocating that. Let me be clear on the electric. The reason I think electric is so important is because I just don't have time to run the generator. I think in the long run, it's going to cost us a little bit more to do the electric, do the driveway camping, but for the convenience of it, so we can take care of the family member. I think if I really weighed the cost, propane and running a generator would still be at just, I think, $25 cheaper. So I'm not advocating for the electric hookup. It's just what we're going to do because of all the things that are going on. So, but yeah, I mean, if you think electric's the way to go, then I'm not disagreeing with you. Kathleen says, hi, Oklahoma. My son and grandkids live there. Matthew says, hello. Snow. Oh, my goodness. I'm not ready for snow. Martha says, you're going to the RTR. Are you going? You are going? Me? No, I'm not going to the RTR. I've actually done a video on the RTR about us going to the RTR. We will not go. And I know everybody loves Bob, and I have nothing against Bob when I say this. It seems like every time I talk about the RTR, everybody thinks I don't like Bob. I think Bob's great. I watch his videos. He's got some really good ideas. But on the other hand, and I know he just made a video the other day that discussed that I can go way out in the middle of nowhere. But he said something that I don't agree with. He says introverts can go out and visit people as long as they get time to recharge their batteries. Not me. I don't want to go visit people. I'm not interested in meeting new people. It is stressful. I'm always acting like that they're judging me, because most of the time they are. I've never met anybody in real life who has been honest with me. So I'm just not into that thing. I'm just not. So he said like-minded people. I don't agree that they're like-minded people. If they're wanting to build a family of RV community, then they're not like-minded to me. And again, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's not me, and it's definitely not Carolyn. Did you get a new red t-shirt? No, I didn't get a new t-shirt. I have two of them. One of them's all ripped up, and the one's in a little better shape. More smooth. Traffic should increase for you with the cold weather. Yeah, I'm hoping so, more smooth, because I'm just drowning in nothing. David says, I made a rocket stove like you made and have a hard time making it burn right. Well, I'm sorry, David. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you. Our rocket stove is right here. So, and it's just real basic. And so you put some sticks on top, put some sticks in here, you catch all this on fire, try to get the stuff inside the light, but this is where you feed all the fire, and it just keeps growing and growing. Works excellent for us. Barb says, hello! Audrey says, I think the connection has a slight delay, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, there's always a delay. It's like almost a minute in some aspects. Jimmy says, if I went to the RTR, I need a military group for protection. Yeah, I can understand that, Jimmy. Hey, Michelle. Michelle says, hi. Hey, is live feed working? Mine keeps buffering, so can't hear us, Rob, at all. Well, I haven't heard any complaints other than you, Michelle. Moore says, I don't do people either. Jimmy says, why wouldn't an introvert want to have a 10-day or so gathering and be with 500,000 people? I don't get it. Jimmy, I don't get it either, but boy, I'm telling you, when I made that video, I just as well hung myself, because everybody thought I was attacking Bob. Everybody kept telling me how big of an introvert Bob was. But here's the thing about Bob. And I like I said, I like the guy. I think Bob's great based on what I know in his videos. And I know he says he's an introvert and that he needs to recharge his batteries, and I kind of understand that too. But Bob knows a lot of people, because he interviews people all the time. That means he knows people. I can tell you, we have spent 2 weeks here in a town that I worked in for 5 years. Carolyn worked in this town for 8 years. And we can't find anybody that we know well enough that we can just say, hey, can we, park in your driveway? We've looked and looked and looked and looked, and finally we knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody that said, yeah, for 150 bucks. So, I mean, I'm not Bob's type of introvert. Maybe I'm worse. Maybe worse is the wrong word, because I don't think there's anything wrong with being an introvert. But we're just not like-minded. And that's what Bob said, was to go and meet people that are like-minded. They're not like me. Celebrate your uniqueness. Thank you, Taikoi. Larry says, I hope you solved your electrical problem with the heater by running a dedicated cord. Yes, that's exactly what I did. I ran 2 cords. One for all the other stuff and one for the heater. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what I did. Linda says, my computer jammed and I couldn't comment. Well, you're back now, Linda. Now, and Morris Moose says, and even has employees helping him with his YouTube channel. Doesn't seem like much of an introvert. Does he really? I did not know he had employees. I thought he had friends. I know he's got Carolyn and Fanatic Pneumatic, I think is another one of his friends. Thank you, Melissa. I love having you here. And NJ, I'm with you. My best friend is my dog, but he provides no financial help. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see, 33 people. Well, you know, it's not too terrible. I don't know how I'm going to do this in the winter. I'm going to be out here shivering. Carolyn, can you turn on the light? Martha, let's see. Martha, turn on the light, Carolyn. Down. Come here. Martha is on her laptop, and I am on mine, and there's about a 4 to 5 minute delay between her and mine. Hello, my goodness. Thank you. That's it. Martha says, let's see, David. Okay, Martha. Martha says, I don't like crowds. Jason says, is the camper stable or does it shake around when you move? No, it's stable. The reason it's stable, check out my the video I did on setting up my camper. I put my camper, all 4 corners, a jack stand. A stand that you put on your car. You jack your car up, you set your car back down on these stands. I got one on all 4 corners, so it doesn't wobble at all. I'm here to look at your, I'm glad to hear you're keeping warm. I'm in Kansas, and it certainly has been cold at night and in my house. Yeah, it's chilly. Jimmy says, make a video in a shower tent in cold weather. Well, I took a shower last night with my new shower, and I mean, I used probably 5 gallons of water. I mean, I used the water, and I cranked up the heat, and I got myself all wet down and good and warm. And then I left the shower running. And I realize you're making a joke, but it's not a bad idea. I might be able to do it in shorts and a t-shirt. Anyway, I kept the shower running, and it steamed up enough that it kept the tent warm enough that I could get, soaped up, shaved, and then rinsed off again. And there was still enough heat after I shut off the water that I could, towel off and get dressed. So I actually stayed pretty warm. I was very comfortable in there. So I think I have that problem somewhat licked. But yes, I realize that would be an interesting video. Me and my scrawny chest. Tiger Boy, run your rocket stove during the live feed to warm up before. It's not a bad idea. How cold is it there? Right now it is 65, but last night it got down to 32, and they're expecting the same temperatures tonight. Like I said, the ceramic heater did fine. Linda Shaw, are you finding that your grocery shopping choices and cooking has changed since in Missouri? Yeah, everything has changed since we've been back in Missouri because our budget is way out. It's incredible. We're having to go out every day to take the family member to a hospital. It's very expensive, and this is just devastating to our budget for this month. And I'm not even sure how to talk to you about the budget. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my regular expenses, and then I'm going to show the emergency and break it down because I'm sure that we're going to be well under $650 for the regular expenses that we normally incur. But then we're going to be way over. I mean, way over on all the other expenses because we've had to take her to the hospital every day. We've had to take her to different towns to get services. And then, of course, while you're out, you're out all day long. What else are you going to do but go out to eat? You have to eat. So, no, this has been a devastation to our budget. What happens with the shower water? Well, it runs on the ground, but we use natural soaps. We use ivory soap, and it's all natural, so it's okay. Don't they get rain down them? No, no. It gets rain down them, but it goes straight down to the ground. That's the way this one's designed. Okay, Jimmy, I wonder if you put reflectors all around your shower, would it keep you warm on those cold days? Interesting. That's not a bad idea. Thank you, Jimmy. David says, have you seen a video on solar heating? I've made solar heaters. 10 years ago, I had solar heaters. Here's the thing, guys. I don't have much with this emergency. Is we are running all day long. I just got here to do this live feed just in time. I barely have time to get videos made. I'm really struggling with time. So to do anything with solar heaters, spending more money, because I mean, like I said, we're just racking up the bills. So I'm not disregarding any of the comments, and not at all. But the problem is the emergency itself. The problem is the reason why we're here in consuming us. It is almost to the point where I think we're just going to have to grin and bear it, deal with it the best we can. Do things like Jimmy just said, you know, put some plastic or reflectix or whatever. As a matter of fact, I think I got a video coming out in 2 days, I think on Saturday, that talks about some of the ideas that everybody suggested, these cheap, easy ideas that we can do real quick. Michelle says, yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Rob and Carolyn, praying for your family person who is sick in the family. Okay, we're not going to comment on YouTube about the who it is. Just a personal reason. We went back and forth on what we were going to say and how we were going to say it. And we're just going to keep it as a family member and kind of leave it at that. That's actually in the video that we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to use styrofoam underneath the bunk ends. I'm going to use bubble wrap in between the window screen and the window, you know, how you zip it up. I'm going to put bubble wrap in there. The key, one of the things I noticed is letting the sun shine through helps warm the place. So a lot of people say use reflectix. The problem is reflectix does that. It reflects the sun. I want the sun to heat. So I'm going to use bubble wrap because insulates. So I'm going to try that too. I'm going to put the styrofoam underneath the bunk ends. Someone suggested just putting plastic all the way around the camper. Really considering that. I'm going to go price that. I haven't looked at the prices. Of course, I haven't had time. But if it's cheap enough, I might actually just wrap the whole camper. If not, then we're going to do things just like hang blankets on the inside. Have you thought about a small wood stove like the Cub? I'm not sure. You know, people have talked about that a lot, about wood stoves, even before we were up here. I don't want to, because I don't. This is the last place I wanted to be this time of the year. It was the one thing I said that I was not going to do. I've made 3 videos about not coming to the cold environment in a pop-up camper. Well, here we are. So, oh my goodness, Morris Moose, thank you so much, sir. Tomorrow's my birthday. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the birthday gift. But what was I saying? I'm sure anything in a lot of expensive items to deal with the cold, because I surely am not going to do this again. I'm just not. But I do appreciate the idea. And besides, and what I was getting ready to say is, I'm just not sure how safe it would be to put a wood stove in a camper, pop-up camper. You know, actually, sleeping hasn't been bad. I mean, we got some pretty thick, so they keep us really warm at night. Let's see, I was out last week, and it was in the low 30s at night. I hung blankets, and it helped the kind of pain. I was out last weekend and hung and it was in the 30s at night. I hung blankets. Yeah, now I think you're right. I think the blankets, we put a blanket over a couple of walls already, right where our head is, and that worked out really well. Keeping air movement down is key, yeah. Want dead air space under the camper. Yeah, I know. And I'm thinking that plastic is going to help us with that, John, putting that dead air space. Thank you. I'll be 46 tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. Found out. I'll be 46. Jason Allen, I stayed in a camper in the winter in Wyoming and was working for a fracking company. We heat taped all the water pipes. Yeah. I don't know what kind of heat tape you use. If you're talking about the electric, I don't know if I got enough power for that. So I'm hoping the space heater does all right. How did you know it was his birthday? Happy early birthday, Rob. Hello. Thank you, Melissa. He asked the other day, Carolyn. Jill says happy birthday. Hello, everyone. Love you guys. Don Working says happy birthday. Hello. Happy birthday. Thank you. 46 tomorrow makes me old. Hi, Mom. Thank you, Mom. 44 viewers. Woohoo. Yesterday he said he was 46. He usually says 45. Yeah, I rounded up. I didn't know exactly when the video was going to come out. Sorry about that. Anthony says, hello, Rob. Hello, Anthony. Carolyn says, hi, Michelle. I'm hanging in there. Martha says, hey, happy early birthday. Thank you, Martha. So I was discovered by giving away my age. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. So what else is going on? Oh, I backed my truck into a pole, and now I got a dent in my bumper. That was fun. I think I can beat it out okay. It's the second time I backed into something with this truck. I've never had an accident until I got in this truck. What else is going on? Can't think of anything. Oh, well, I've been yapping up a storm. We don't have any questions today? Sorry for the dent. Too much going on. Yeah. Yeah, well, I wasn't really in a hurry or anything, but I was trying to get up here to do this live feed, and just forgot about that dang pole behind me, and I backed right in. And it wasn't like, I rammed into it. It was kind of just a little dented. No way. And sure enough, it pushed the bumper in, so I'm getting a 2x4 and I'm going to push it back out. Let's see, is gas high there? It's 223. Don't be doing that while towing the pop-up. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't back up too much towing the pop-up. You a youngster, hello, try 74. Well, I never claimed to be old, but I'm not saying 74 is old either. I'm just not going to get in that argument. Mom says, yes, what's been last night? I see, knock off some paint and lose a little weight off your truck. Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's see. Kathleen says, okay, is a question, where might you go after Florida? Well, we're going to start heading west. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm sure we'll end up Mississippi and Louisiana and just start heading west, Oklahoma, Colorado. So, but the next winter, we're going to be in Florida this winter. The goal is to be in Arizona and or Texas next winter, and to do all the things around that. North Dakota, or I'm sorry, South Dakota, Colorado, all those areas around there until winter time. So that's my goal. Martha says, huh, David's PC died, so just me now. Uh-oh. Go to Texas when you leave there. Well, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I've done the distance, and it's the same distance. Is there a particular reason? Because that's the second time you said that, Jerry, and I'm curious, is there something better in Texas that I'm not seeing? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't know. I don't know the lottery numbers. If I knew the lottery numbers, then I would go win. David's shy, so I am the Gabby one. Good, because I misread that, Martha, and I did not mean to say that. So you're Gabby. Got it. Stressed, Anthony, but hanging in there. Listening is warm. Well, I am convinced California would not allow me in your state. There are several states that will not allow me in your state. They just won't. And I don't know how to actually become legal enough to go into those states. Right? Why have you been stressed? Well, Anthony, we got a family emergency. That's why we're in Missouri. We're enduring the cold for a family emergency. Jason Allen says a duck walks in a bar and orders a beer and says to the bartender, "Put it on my bill." It's a good place to put your beer, though. Texas plus barbecue. Jerry says instead of backtracking the miles, just go west afterwards, is why you can go to Texas yearly. Well, it's a good point. I'm not dismissing it. I mean, we really haven't talked about what we're going to do, but I mean, it might be a good idea. I mean, there's a couple of things that emotionally are telling me that I want to stay in the East through the commitment that I've made. And you guys know this about me. I am big on customer satisfaction, and I'm big on keeping my promises. And my promise to you guys was I was going to do the east side of the United States this year. And also, Dad's down in Florida. But I feel like all the other YouTubers are over on the west, except Carolyn, RV. They're all on the west, and I get so many compliments. Thanks for doing this on the. But I see what you're saying, Jerry. Why are you not legal in some states? Well, that's a political question that I just really don't want to answer. But there are states that restrict some of freedoms, and I choose to enjoy a freedom of the Constitution, of the Bill of Rights, that some states will not allow me to enjoy. When we were in Virginia, I wanted to go to Pennsylvania, but I could not get through Virginia, Massachusetts, but I couldn't get through Massachusetts. Melissa says, what to call two blind? Oh, boy. trying to get me into trouble here, aren't you? Do you miss Florida, Carolyn? Martha says, no. LOL, depends on what part of Texas. Linda says, I like that you are on the East Coast also. Jimmy says, I want to get some super famous. I want to get super famous, set up a Times Square in New York and stay 14 days. I'd be like the naked cowboy out in New York City. Yeah. Yes, I miss Florida, but I really love Missouri. It's always been home. And Kathleen says, not sure. I guess that's about my Bill of Rights. I don't know how to explain this. The Bill of Rights allows us to have some freedoms. There are some states that restrict those Bill of Rights. Into those states with enjoying my Bill of Rights, they would not allow it. And I've done the research, and there are several states and enjoy my rights. You know, here in Missouri, here in Florida, or in Florida. Anyway, in Florida, in every state we've been in, I'm allowed to enjoy the rights that have been given to me through the Constitution. And California is one of them that says no. That is an important freedom. Jerry says that's one way of doing it. Yeah, I agree. Never thought about not being able to accept it there somewhere. Oh, yeah. Well, see, maybe that is a good conversation to have. I just don't know how to break it. I don't want to become a political channel. But there are some states that will not allow me in it. More Smooth says you could do a naked cowboy dance on your live feed. I don't know why you'd want to see that. Jimmy says, I do not travel to any state that does not accept my state gun laws. I hate. Perfectly clear about the Bill of Rights. Understood. Thank you. I get what you're saying about rights in Massachusetts is a drag that way. Yeah, and you know what's unfortunate about Massachusetts? Because Massachusetts was one of the key states that helped draft the Bill of Rights. So it's always astonished me. Jason says they make it hard to own a gun here is in New York. Amen on Massachusetts. Carolyn says, Jimmy, I agree. Rob, I should totally do that. And chant mantras all day. Judy says, hello, House on the Road from Charlotte, Florida. LOL, Carolyn. Well, 40 viewers. What else is going on? Massachusetts is an oxymoron. Well, see, I don't want to talk too bad about Massachusetts because Linda's from Massachusetts, and she's been a real sweet person to us, so I don't want to slam her state. She lives in a tiny house. Carolyn's right here. The elusive Carolyn. Rarely seen, but very famous. Just go home from Dollar General. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Maybe he just got home.
Just got home. He did say, because he said got. My wife is making barbecue ribs now in the pressure cooker. I'll never be skinny again. Jimmy, I'm coming over. Just hang on. I'm going to have some of those.
Save some for us.
Jason B. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jason B. Says, thank you, Carolyn.
You're welcome, Anthony.
Barb says, hi, Carolyn. I really like the cave tour video. It's the first time you actually ever got a good look at Carolyn. It's the only reason. Everybody knows Jason B. Jimmy says, you and Carolyn are always invited. Well, thank you, Jimmy. Just so you know, you guys are invited to our place, too, but it's a little cramped. But you're definitely... You'll get some good cooking out of the day. Your mom, too. Kathleen, okay, well, getting on and getting by. Getting on and getting by. What about me, Jimmy? Huskinder, how very cool stuff to see here and up in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. Judy says, what's the temp there now? You know, it hasn't budged. It's 65. But again, it's going to get down to 32. LOL, I am Team Carolyn. Team Carolyn!
Yay! I got a team now.
So is that like vampires and werewolves? My daughter was 12 when the Twilight series came out. Thank you, Morris Moose. Thank you for everything. Good person. And, well, we'll see you later. And I appreciate the birthday. I've been to the park many times and did not know there were caves there. So cool. The cave tour video was cool. Thank you, Jimmy. How do people make money being a full-time in RV? I sell on eBay, but I am about to quit that. Can't make any money. The best option is go to Work Camper. WORKAMPER.com. Go to workcamper.com. Again, that's WORKAMP.com. Can you go flip the battery charger, please? Shut it off, turn it back on. And you can do some, I mean, there's all kinds of job openings for RVers and work campers. Jimmy Rants, well, we have, we'll have our own RTR in the backyard and grill hog or something. That's perfect. Just the four of us. And we'll call it the RTR. Better RTR.
The bestest RTR.
Oh, is it your birthday? Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Judy. And let's see, more smooths. I don't want to see you dance. I don't want to dance. No, you're right. Dancing's a bad idea. Carolyn is right over my shoulder. The elusive Carolyn. Ah! Dang, 65 in Missouri right now. It's 50 in South Carolina. Is it 50? My goodness. Now, my truck says 65, but I'm telling you, I feel chilled.
I think it feels wonderful.
Barb, did Carolyn check out the box ovens? No, we watched the video. Yes, we did watch the video, and it is very neat. But no, we haven't built one. This emergency has just taken all our time. We have been on the road all day until 15 minutes before this live feed, and we went to the camper to get extension cords so we'd come up here and do the live feed. I backed into a pole, and here we are. And Linda says, if you have a better RTR, I may come in a tent. There you go. Matthew. Hello, Carolyn.
Hello, Matthew.
Judy says, it's cooler here in Florida tonight. Really? Is it colder? Jason, why don't they play poker in the jungle? So many cheetahs.
I like that.
Oh, Jimmy, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Very kind. I feel, I don't know how to respond to these. It's overwhelming to me. It's just, you guys are so good to me. I appreciate it. Just very nice. I don't do these live feeds well, you guys know I do these live feeds every week. Do you have insurance on the truck? Yes, I have insurance on the truck, but I am not going to fix this. I've done it once before, and I can beat this one out. I might fix it before I sell it, but I'm not going to do it again. The dang bumper is like aluminum foil. I mean, you can barely touch it, and it just bends. So busy he hasn't had time to talk to his mom, but I do understand they need to get his taken care of. Yeah, and we have no cell signal either. That's the biggest problem, is the cell signal. I mean, we're running to town every day just to get a cell, early in the morning, to get a cell signal and make phone calls. Hey, Carolyn, good to see you behind Rob. Wave again. She wants you to wave again. That's Michelle. Jason, I want to live in a pop-up camper. Hey, you know what? If you Google how to live in a pop-up camper, there's this guy. He comes up on the top of the list the whole time. So you might want to check him out. Husker Deer. Carolyn is cool. Like Wilson, the elusive neighbor. Yes, that's what we were going for, was the Wilson. We're going to build her a little fence that she can put in front of her face.
Yes.
She needs a pop-up camper cookbook. She needs a pop-up camper cookbook. It's 62 in Panama City, Florida tonight. Why is it so cold down there? Well, I don't. Seems like it's unseasonably weird the whole year. Mom says, Edie, good to see Carolyn.
Thank you, Mom.
Anthony says, hi, Carolyn. I see you keep peeking in.
Did I scare you, Anthony?
Sweet Carolyn. Kathleen says, sweet Carolyn. 41 viewers. I remember Wilson. Wilson also was a volleyball. Oh, volleyball.
Oh, yeah, on Castaway.
Oh, Wilson, Tom Hanks, Castaway, yeah. You're right. Friday morning is supposed to be 31 in West Texas. My goodness, what is wrong with this weather? You know, we were talking about me saying, hello, loves on the roads, and drivers and followers, and how many people hate that. Well, Carolyn said she did not like Tim Taylor's grunt. She doesn't like that. And I'm thinking, you know, Tim Taylor, as famous as he was and how awesome his TV show was, and there was people that didn't like him because of his grunt, I'm going to keep up with the hello, because I'm telling you, I actually got more complaints when I stopped doing it than I did doing it. So I'm just going to keep it. Man, they can be vicious. I mean, just vicious, terrible. Why would anybody be so mean because they don't like the way you talk? It's incredible. Incredible. I mean, I don't even understand it. It's not like I have a controversial channel or anything. My goodness, people can be horrible. Just horrible. Wow. American Pop-Up with William Blair. It's 40 in Eastern Kentucky. And going to be in the 30s tonight, but nice and warm in our pop-up. Anthony, I like the intro. Yeah, and I'm keeping it. I mean, I've done everything I can to figure out if people like it or not. And as soon as I stopped doing it, I didn't get any more subscribers. So I'm keeping it. It's warm in New York. Pretty soon I will be planting palm trees here. Well, you know, maybe I'll just, well, no, New York wouldn't want me either. Matthew the Great, winter 2014, stay below freezing for nearly 2 weeks in DC, Florida. Because they hate their lives, Rob. You know, Anthony, you're probably right. And I kind of figured that either they're jealous or they don't know, they think they're smarter than me, and then I guess, and I'm not bragging, I mean, it's just we're out here doing it. So, but there's this one guy he's a survivalist, and he still lives in his mom's basement, I am positive. And he tells me how we need to really step up our game because, you know, we're just not survivalists. And I told him, no, we're not. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm a pop-up camper.
We're surviving in a pop-up camper, though.
How was the Halloween party for you guys? We went to town because we weren't going to endure that Halloween party. Deputy Smallman, Mayberry, LOL. Trolls are lonely basement dwellers. Yeah. Jimmy, I used to start my videos off by saying, hello, scumbags, dingbats, and bottom feeders, and all the cool people. Can I steal that? Lois, keep the intro. Thank you. I'll do.
Maybe I'll start a channel.
Called Adult Bullies. Yes, Adult Bullies. Definitely keep the intro. Will do. Haha, he sounds jealous. Yeah, he was jealous. There was no doubt. Just today, a moderator in a group, and in it, the very first sentence in the rules of the moderation, be nice. And he says it like 6 times all through this long page of rules. And he just slammed me about the yelling and how I talk and how I look away from the camera and I'm annoying. So I just copied his whole entire rules and pasted it underneath his comment.
And I just told him how mean people suck, and they're a-holes. Big a-holes.
Jimmy Rant says, sure, ha. Let's see. Yeah, I was stealing your line, yeah. Jimmy, I don't know why you don't go back to doing it. I caught a couple of them, and I'm really impressed with you. I really want to do it. That's what I think it would be fun. Stressful, but fun. Anthony says, dingbats, that remind me of Archie Bunker. Yeah, Archie Bunker's taking care of the dingbat, and Dingbat's telling him how stupid Archie is. Yeah, I got that today, by the way. Yeah, I really got the impression that, you know, I'm up here trying to help this family member out, and the boyfriend's like, you know, mooching everything and bumming rides, and you know, he thinks that I'm just an asshole. So, sorry I cussed, but boy, I mean, he really gave some attitude today.
Yeah, and he'll probably be around just until her cigarettes run out.
Yeah, he'll be around until her cigarettes run out. You do kind of look like Andy Griffith. Andy Griffith? Somebody told me I look like Don Knotts. Now you guys are getting confused. Yes, I like the intro. People just mean. Hi, Rob and Carolyn. Hi, Amira. You guys are doing fine. Nice, decent people. Thank you. And I apologize I cussed. I was a little aggravated with the guy, so I apologize I did that on the live feed. Really am sorry. I wish I could bleep it. Do they have White Castles, Missouri? Yes, they have White Castles, Missouri. Best thing is you and Carolyn are nice people and doing a nice adventure. You don't need to be perfect. Well, thank you. Yeah, and I apologize I cussed it. I don't know how many times I can say it. Trolls are a-holes. That would make a good song, Carolyn. Light of White Castles. Larry. I use Reflectix 50 square Reflectix roll installation from Lowe's to insulate my bunk ends. And it really cut down on condensation too. I'm going to use bubble wrap because I still want the sunshine to come through. It's the only reason I'm thinking about not using Reflectix. And it's a little bit more expensive. Bubble wrap is quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, Don Nuts. Love White Castles. And miss it in Florida. Yeah, you know, I guess we're going to have to go to White Castles now we're here. You do look like a young Don Knotts. Well, I guess, you know, Don Knotts, he had a good career, so maybe I'll just change my channel to the Don Knotts channel. Overheard YouTube was demonetizing with certain words like Africa and such. YouTube is demonetizing a lot of things. They will probably demonetize this live feed because I accidentally slipped with the cuss words. White Castles are yum. Not all time, though. Jimmy Rant, start a new rule here. Every time you cuss, viewers send you $10. Well, I go broke pretty quick because I try not to. But I guess I could change my behavior. Although, if I keep getting demonetized, I might need the $10. Yeah, I'm really curious if they demonetize me. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I'm like, okay, well, I just screwed up. I'm going to lose all my viewers, and I'm going to get demonetized. So, America by pop-up. How soon y'all think you'll get back to Florida? Well, I mean, it looks like we're here till December, so, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know how to make it any different. The challenges are going to be really interesting. Okay, Michelle says, I gotta go. I'm starting to see the inside of my eyelids. Been a long day. You all stay safe and praying. Well, Michelle, as long as it's not because we bore you to death. But yeah, have a good evening. Thanks for coming in.
Sorry, we're so boring.
Amira says, I didn't realize YouTube didn't approve of cussing. Lame. Well, they'll let you cuss. They just won't pay you for it. Edie said, Mom says, night, Michelle. Jason says, I don't think a-hole is a cuss word anymore. LOL. I hope not, because I don't want to get demonetized. Get Carolyn a pop-up picket fence. Pop-up picket fence. Amira, my channel would have died if I did not cuss. Night, Mama Edie. Mom says, oh, does that mean you'll visit me for Christmas? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be here to Christmas. I'm thinking probably a week into December. Nancy says going. I guess bye. Bye, Nancy. I guess you're saying bye. Judy says, oh, wow. Well, try to make the best of it. Thanks for helping out your family. Oh, we'll make the best of it. Nancy says to Quartzsite. Going to Quartzsite. You're going to Quartzsite. Great. Amir says, yeah, I would get no money, potty mouth here. Let's see. Jimmy says, I was not monetized, though. So I could kind of do what I wanted to do. Yep. Michelle says, no, not boring at all. Silly folks, my job wore me out today. Going to Quartzsite.
Get some rest, Michelle.
John, Christmas special. Christmas in a pop-up. Maybe that's a country song. Well, as long as someone writes it, someone sings it, someone plays it, then yeah, I'll take it. Nancy says yes. Jimmy says, Nancy, are you going to Quartzsite? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Are you going to Quartzsite? Because Quartzsite is where the RTR is. So if we're talking about the RTR, no, I'm not going to the RTR. If I'm going to quartzsite, look, it all depends on what. It's my understanding that 2 million snowbirds go to quartzsite every year, and it's a big party. And that's not what I'm into. You know, I'd rather be all by myself. Carolyn and I both. We had to endure 200 campers over the weekend. It nearly drove us insane. It was just.
I was sick most of the time.
Yeah, Carolyn was sick most of the time. So, and I've made a lot of videos discussing how we are very introverted. Also, a lot of other groups. Yeah, as soon as you say a lot of other groups, then that's not us. So, are the state campgrounds open all year round? It's my understanding they are, but I can't be for sure. I haven't done a lot of research. We only get to stay 14 days. Learning experience. Matt the Great, are you staying in a crowded neighborhood? No. This is behind a garage, out in the middle of nowhere, with a huge cell signal. It's perfect.
It's on about 5 acres.
Yeah, it's about on 5 acres, hidden. It's awesome. Jimmy Rants. I'll go to the RTR if someone pays me. Oops, what happened here? Oh, it's retracted. Okay. We're going to the desert and not the big crowds. Like your channel, thanks. Well, thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Let's see. Jimmy says, I'll go to the RTR if someone pays me $500,000. I hate crowds like that. $500,000. Wow. Yeah, I think I'd have a hard time passing that. Is there a time limit on how long? If I just spend the night, then maybe.
Well, if I could just stay in the camper that time,
stay in the camper,
then I could handle it for $500,000. But I'd have to stay in the proper camper. So that means I would have to be taking the bathroom bucket and emptying it in the
Oh, you're not in the state campground anymore? Yeah, we're here till Friday. I'm not sure. I must have misunderstood your question, Judy. My understanding of your question was, is it open all year round? The answer is, I don't know that for a fact. I think it is. I think the prices go down in November. But there's a 14-day stay limit, and Friday will be 12 days. So we're going to head on out so we don't have to deal with the weekend again. Jason says, hey, Rob, got to go. Night. Good. God bless. Take care, Jason. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Jason.
Anthony, Carolyn, would you do a show on the Travel Channel with Rob? Yeah, he keeps wanting to know if you're going to do a travel channel.
If I could stay in the camper.
She can stay in the camper. Looks like we got about 6 minutes left. Now here comes the breeze. Brr. There's got to be something wrong with my thermometer or the temperature gauge. I'm going to do something called Prepper Camp next year in North Carolina. It will be safe because everyone will be carrying a gun. It would be very safe. I would agree with that. I would like to know more about that, Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, that sounds interesting. And I know you do a lot of prepper stuff, so that's kind of, that is interesting to me. I used to be really into all that stuff. Oh, no problem, Judy. Matthew says the RTR just seems like opposite of what it's all about to be a nomad to me. Yeah, look, there's again. Last time I said anything, everybody thought I was attacking Bob. I'm not attacking Bob. I just don't understand the philosophy. I don't understand it because his last video, he came out and said that like-minded people who want to get together and in some cases actually travel together. He says he's an introvert around 500 people and that he has to go recharge in the middle of the night. Well, that's not me at all. It's not like-minded at all. I don't want to travel with anybody. I don't want to meet new people. And it's not even so much about recharging. I don't want to be put in the environment to have to recharge later. So, you know, there were 200 campers here last weekend, and I mean, we locked ourselves in the camper. We went to town during the trick-or-treating. It's just not us. Yeah, it does go by fast. I have to agree with that. Good night, Barb. Thank you.
Good night, Barb.
Carolyn could pop her foot from time to time. That one video, your foot kept coming up.
Oh.
NJ says, thanks, Rob. Good night. Good night, NJ. Don't comment too much, but I am a faithful follower. Well, I appreciate that, NJ, and by all means, comment away. I love to answer the questions the best I can. Well, thank you, Judy. Very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so, so, so much. I don't even know how to react to this. I mean, I'd hug all of you if I could. That's just so sweet. Carolyn, tell Rob to get that Burger King app. Well, hello, Andromeda. How are you? Now you're going to make me stay on another hour. Andromeda says, have you thought about boondocking in national forest or BLM land so you could be alone instead of campsites? Well, that's all. Normally, that's all we ever stay at is at national forest. The only reason we're in a state park is because of our family emergency. No, we only stay at, that's all we've stayed at is national forest and Army Corps of Engineers.
The national forest, the closest national forest to the our family member is like 60 miles, so it would be a lot of driving to go back and forth to the doctor every day.
We're driving every day because of this family emergency, so we're trying to minimize the amount of miles. Martha says, I'm getting off in a while. I want to say goodbye and happy birthday. Thank you. We'll be praying for you and Carolyn and the family. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Good night. Best wishes from Husker Deer. Gloria says, love your chats and info. Sorry I'm late. Oh, that's okay, Gloria. We're about ready to wrap up here, so I'm sorry we're about ready to close up on you. But if you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Anthony says, have a good night, Rob and Carolyn. Good night.
Good night, Anthony.
Good night. Got about a minute left. Let's see. Jimmy says, have you ever thought about inviting a guest to be on your live feeds? Maybe you could drive more viewers from that. Not me, because I only draw flies. Yes, I have considered it. I don't know who I could bring onto the live feed other than maybe another camper. If you have ideas, I'd love to discuss them with you. And Jimmy, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but there are people who, if you wanted to do a live feed with me, I would seriously talk to you about it. Andromeda says, I agree with you, though. Even just a campground is so many people. I see people boondocking alone that looks so good. It is. And that's really, I'm telling you, that's, well, we're going to driveway dock, so we're going to be really alone. We're really excited about that. Travel trailer? Oh, man, I thought you left us. I'm so glad to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. I was really getting concerned. I was going to message you here in the next few days as soon as we got better internet. I didn't know where you went, and I was checking to see if I said something that offended you. I just couldn't figure it out. Judy says, no problem. Love your channel. Got to go watch the WS game. Have a good night. Good night, Judy.
Good night, Judy.
Linda says, happy birthday and good evening. Thank you, Linda. You have a good evening also. Matthew says, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Travel Trailer says, super. Jimmy Rants, I'll get Nomadic Fanatic, possibly, and a few others that most RVers know. Oh, I'm telling you, that would be something else. And I would be forever in your debt. And Mira says, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. Yep, tomorrow's my birthday. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to close with my typical closing. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you so much. And anyway, so thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And happy travels.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Thank you, Andromeda. Oh, okay.